I would like to call to order the Public Improvements and Safety Committee meeting for the 16th day of June, 2025. Will the clerk please take roll?
Trustee Bogie.
Here.
Trustee Bailey.
Here.
Mr. James.
Here.
Mr. Nelson is absent, and Ms. Bain.
Here.
Along with Trustee Stromberg.
Here. We do have a quorum, so I'll entertain a motion to approve the minutes from the May 19th, 2025 meeting.
So made.
Second.
I have a motion from Trustee Bailey and a second from Mr. James. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next on the agenda, I'll entertain a motion to approve Resolution 38R25, variance for a driveway width at 558 Poppy Drive.
Second.
I have a motion by Mr. James and a second by Ms. Bain. Can we have staff report, please?
Yes, thank you. The applicant is seeking a variance to have a wider driveway within the right-of-way. The driveway is already wider up by the property, or by the garage, excuse me, and he would like to take the driveway width all the way down to the road. The width permitted within the right-of-way is 24 feet. The applicant is requesting 29 feet, which is a 5-foot variance. The applicant is requesting this variance in order to have the same width all the way through to the road and have more access. There are wider driveways in this area. The setbacks would be met, so it wouldn't be out of character for the area. Resolution 38R25 is attached. Staff is recommending approval with the condition that the applicant apply for a driveway permit. The applicant is here if you have additional questions, and I can take questions as well. Thank you.
Okay, do we have any questions, comments? Would the applicant like to speak? No? Okay. Okay, we have a motion and second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. I will entertain a motion to approve Resolution 39R25, award construction for stone landings improvements.
So
I have a-
moved.
Second? Anybody?
Sure.
Second.
Okay, I have a motion,
Sure.
I have a motion by Trustee Bailey and a second by Trustee Bogie. Can we have staff report, please?
Yes, thank you. Contract proposals for the Stones Landing Expansion and Improvement Project were opened May 22nd last month. As you may recall, this expansion project will create an independent lot for vehicle parking separate from the boat parking and loading area. There will be also an accessible path that will connect both of the parking areas, and a fishing pier and river overlook is also proposed. Proposal documents were received by 2 general contractors. Both submitted a proposal for this project. Staff is recommending awarding the bid to DPI Construction, the lowest responsible bidder. The funding for this project is from the capital improvement funds, and the village has budgeted adequate funds for this project. Resolution 39R25. There was a typo in your agenda supplement, so I apologize for that. It is 39R25 is attached and will award the bid for the construction to DPI Construction. Construction is expected to start in July. I can take any questions. Thank you.
Thank you. Any questions? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next on the agenda is Resolution 40R25, Conditional Award of Construction, Section 25-00035-00RS, Mitchell Road resurfacing. May I have staff report, please?
Yes, thank you. So we have somewhat of a non-conventional request before you this evening. As you know, we received $1.55 million in Rebuild Illinois funds that are being used for the center medians along 251. We had a very favorable bid for those improvements, and there was money left over. Since we're getting to the end of that time period in which you need to use those RBI funds, we had to scramble and figure out another project to use the funds on. And we were able to secure and talk with IDOT and make sure that we could use the funds on Mitchell Road and the resurfacing of Mitchell Road. Because of timing issues and the earliest date that bids can be open is June 23rd, which of course is after the next or before the next meeting. We've kind of have to do a number of things together tonight very quickly in terms of awarding a conditional construction contract to a bidder that we have not received yet, so that we will receive. So again, this is not something we like to do, but because of the timing and because we have a deadline from IDOT in which we need to use these funds for, we are going to award award the project to the lowest responsible bidder. We just don't have the bids yet. So this would go to board tonight with your consent and would award those improvements to the lowest responsible bidder. Lowest responsible bidder. So I'm happy to answer any questions. And again, sorry, it's non-conventional.
Does anybody have any questions? So I do need to ask for a motion to approve. I didn't do that. So
So
can we have a motion in a second?
Second.
Who seconded? You did. A motion was made by trustee Bogie, second by trustee Bailey. Hearing no questions or concerns, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next on the agenda is Resolution 41R25, authorization to bid the 2025 maintenance program. May I have a motion in a second?
So made. Second.
I have a motion by Mr. James and a second by Ms. Bain. Can I have staff report?
Now you can have a staff report. Certainly, thank you. Resolution 41R25 authorizes public bidding for the 2025 pavement maintenance program, something we do every year. The number of roads that are to be included, actually, there's a map of those that were attached to your agenda supplement in the packet item. Fund 40, the Build Machesney Roads Fund, is the funding source for the pavement maintenance program, and there is sufficient money budgeted and in hand for this project. Happy to answer any questions you might have.
Does anybody have any questions? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Next on the agenda is Resolution 42R25, award construction for the 2025 demolition program. May I have a motion and a
So made.
second?
Second.
We have a motion by trustee Bailey and a second by Ms. Bainey. Staff report, please.
Yes, thank you. Over the last 6 months, the village has been purchasing a number of properties, either through the OSLAD grant program or with village funds. The village has actively pursued the demolition of these distressed properties through the abandoned property program. Structures on 7 properties need to be demolished, and the village sought bids for the demolition through the bidding process. Contract proposals for the 2025 demolition program were opened on June 4th earlier this month. 2 general contractors submitted a proposal for this project. Staff finds that Amtrak Group is the lowest responsible bidder for 2025 demolition program. Attached is Resolution 42R25 that will award the contract to Amtrak Group. If this is approved, demolition is expected to start in mid-July and will wrap up mid to late September. However, that end date will change depending on when court orders are issued. CIP funds will be utilized for the cost of the demolitions. And I can take any questions. Thank you.
Thank you. Does anybody have any questions? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Next on the agenda is Resolution 43R25, Professional Services Agreement for Construction and Engineering Services at Stone's Landing. May I have a motion and a second?
Second.
We have a motion by Mr. James and a second by Ms. Bainey. Can we have staff report, please?
Yes, thank you. The village received bid proposals for the Stones Landing improvements, and we will be awarding the contract to DPI Construction, as you just voted on. The funding for this project is through the village's capital improvement funds, and the village has budgeted adequate funds for this project. Construction is expected to begin in July and should be substantially completed by the end of October. There's punch list items that should be addressed, and the vegetation should be established by June 1st of 2026. We wanted to note, and it's also in your agenda supplement, that the project does include the planting of native seed mix, which will take a few years to fully establish. As you recall, Fair Graham was hired to complete the design and permitting for this project, but did not include construction services. Staff is recommending the McMahon serve as the construction manager for this project. A copy of the standard professional service agreement with McMahon is attached to Resolution 43R25. And we can take any questions. Thank you.
Thank you. Any questions? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next on the agenda is staff reports. Do we have any reports? Hearing, next on the agenda is public comment. Do we have anybody in the audience that would like to speak for the good of the village? Hearing none, next on the agenda is adjournment. I'll take a motion to adjourn.
So made.
We have a motion. Do we have a second? We have a motion by trustee Bailey and a second by Mr. James. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? We are adjourned.